Adreden, and today I'm just gonna do some modding. I want to do some modding for my my mod, A Dred End, and I just wanted to hang out a bit. I think it's more important to try to get at least some sort of version out. I don't know, trying to cut back my version as much, my vision as much as I can to get something out here. Let's just hop into my version of the game here. It's gonna take a few minutes to load. And so hopefully it's not so bad. Okay. So yesterday I was looking around for some more pieces of armor, and I found a couple. Let's see here. I don't know what it is about Alpha 18. Just not very many overhaul mods for it. I wonder if the modlets are sapping some of that whole power out. I don't know. Kind of interesting. The new game? Yeah, sure. Let's just do our in-game for a moment. One of the things I wanted to do today was just add a couple of zombies to the game. Oh yeah, we should also check out the entity pack. One of those things that I've wanted to do for a while is convert everything also to SDX or DMT or whatever. This takes a couple, it takes a while, I guess, if I wanted to get really, really well done. And I don't know, what do people think? Should I just keep on working on this as hard as I can and maybe get it done for the end of Alpha 18 and then Alpha 19 pops out? I don't really know. Anyways, creature pack. Where are the creature pack? Oh yeah, there's guppies here. It's carved into the model, if I recall. So, anyways, it's mostly a proof of concept. Or visit it when it breaks. That's not. No. All right, so over here, hit CM, and then we hit F6, not F7. Some of the zombies that I've been creating are. Do I want to do all of them? This one, this one, this one, that one, that one. Pause them. So mean. These guys here. So, is it this one? Head thing doesn't look like she's got one. You're just a normal Arlene, aren't you? Unless I did screw something up. No, he's got one on. So yeah, so they're good. They got these little helmet things on. But so the idea is that with this helmet here, this little helmet thing is kind of hidden. Now these are all kind of spoilers, so I don't know. Anyway, we've given her a nice little hand claw thing. Now I do have plans to add more pieces of armor. I'm also kind of thinking though that so in the 3D model, there's a spine, there's hips, spine 1 and spine 2, and then neck. And I'm not sure that you can actually attach anything to those bones. But it could just be that I've attached the wrong things to them or something. And that would be kind of unfortunate because I want their bodies to have some kind of armor on them, but I don't know if it'll work or not. We'll see. But yeah, we'll kind of go from there. Anyway, I want to add these guys to some of the different game stages. Maybe create a couple more so that we can play with them a bit more. Yeah, so just got a sip of coffee. And then also, if we add the creature pack to the mod, we introduce possibly some more time that it takes to actually debug all this stuff, which is problematic. But on the plus side, it's somebody else's modlet, so they're constantly working on it, and they will do some of the updating and bug fixing themselves. But there are lots of entities and lots of new bandits, so yeah. Though in my world, I feel like I want very few survivors, so I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Though more variety is usually better, So throwing some in at some point is probably a great idea. Okay, anyhow. We want to probably exit that part of the game because what we're doing is mostly just XML changes at the moment. And yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a different stream, more chatty and more is on this one. Oh, this was that. Yes. I'm trying to think I've got some of the code up for looking at bringing back the horse from Medieval Mod, but there's a lot of little things that need to change. Anyhow, there's another little project of the game. Let's hit this like that. That way it's a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, so over here, what I've done is I've created a couple of very simple zombies, but there are a lot more. Now, I'm kind of torn on whether I want to do this programmatically or I want to do this, like, you know, different way. Now, extending off of most of these would probably be the fastest way to do these. Like, I probably don't need, for example, this zombie Arlene controlled troll. Really, I do believe that the only things I need is like need to insert into this one here, this little first little bit right there. So yeah, and the same kind of goes with this one. It's like these are all things that are just, you know, they can change a lot of the different stuff, I guess, from the base game. I'm still kind of want to go towards what Haida is done, and where he's like redone everything so it just does it all itself pretty easily, versus what modlets do, which is like sometimes stick things in certain places, but if things change, then like you need to edit them up a little bit. I don't know. It is better per se than redoing the entire XML file, but it's kind of tricky. Okay, this has got to be right off my way. It's right in the way of my thing here. All right, the creature pack. Let me see here. Where have they put this thing? Pinned messages. 6 extra Zeds. It must be on Zeth's. I guess? I don't know. Dark Star Dragon. Blender at TSBX. So what I'm looking at here. Do I really want to bring this up? I don't know. Sort of like it is a public one, I guess. So, or sort of semi-public. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm just looking for a quick link here. 7 Days to Die, show thread, consolidated guide to modding, getting started, archive, template, Ripper, Maximo. Do not download the FBX exporter. Okay. Where is it? Where's the damn pen? Oh, yeah. Well, probably on this thing. Anyways, we'll try to avoid some of that. We'll just add a couple of these zombies in real quick. So I was thinking mostly you add them into these ones in here. But we also have to like look at where they come from. This one here is that one. Okay. Hearing strange noises behind me. I don't know if the kids are weirdly awake so early or not. We'll see. We need to probably open up the other window. That one. Body physics. Classes. Open file. Here. Data. Big. So this is like the game stage. Now this one like super repetitive. And yeah. This is why Haida at least has got like a generator, like he's got it so that he can actually just make it automatically update itself. So yeah, you have like Wandering Horde stage 1, right? So there are various ways to make these guys come at different times. One of the things I was thinking about doing was adding it to Horde Night. Hordes, sleeper hordes. Exactly. No. Scout horde stages. This is another one that I think fits really well with this, but kind of want to have a custom um, group for this. Yeah. Here. So these are the Horde Night stages. And so, like on stage 1, 2. One of the things I wanted to do was check to see. So I've been playing my mod a little bit. I wanted to see exactly how much days and game stage we are at as is. But of course, this would change given that I would probably remove the experience points from my mod. Just to kind of like, yeah, make it more logical in my progression system. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, last night I was also working on POI for this thing. Let's make that big again. Hit F1. Go games. Okay, so our game stage is game stage 13. So we are level 8 plus we've been alive for 3 days on difficulty 1. So yeah, rounded, everything must be about 13 according to whatever the math they're doing. And so I guess if I were to remove the character level from the equation, it would technically just go by how many days is alive, right? Which would mean that it would be game stage 3 day, and then game stage 7 by the Horde Night, which is an interesting way to possibly do this. Yeah, so I'm hearing my kids downstairs already, which is a little early for them. 1 second, guys. All right, so I might have to end this stream early today. One of the kids is downstairs and is kind of refusing to go back upstairs. Oh, that's kind of that is. All right. So I think the last time we were playing this, though, the last thing we did was try to get Forge and Forge, experiment. Got enough to do a couple more. Oh. Yeah. We're missing something? What are we missing? Probably it's missing one of these here. Oh yeah. Weird. Yeah. So I guess This is kind of a blown day. 1 second, guys. Had to use my dad voice. Man. Okay. So yeah, I'm not quite sure who's checking things out here. But, I don't know, welcome to the stream, even if you're a lurkin. Yeah, so... let me just check that recipe. I find it odd that I can't exactly experiment with learning out how to do that. Let's go over here, and we're gonna bring up is open file. Now that recipe will be in which one? This one, research mod. And it'll be in config, recipes, and we're gonna look up forge. Yeah, it just says that it needs the research desk. Probably missing paper. Yeah. Forge. Yeah, so I might have to do that thing where that's another little bit on the selector so that you can have more things. That's a bit unfortunate. 50. Oh, it's leather. Of course it's not. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully we can get something here. They're in them. I think the strip club will have leather. Here, boing. I got to do. Wow, my character is not really doing so well. I found that I need to kind of redesign a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, so it turns out like having redesigned the progression system like from the ground up really changed the way that the whole game. Hey, he's one of the special ones, isn't he? Probably not dead. So I sent the kids upstairs and good god, they're just like screaming and stuff. I don't know. Might have to change up my entire channel at this point. His legs are not going to break because he's super resilient. Alright, I think it's time for the gun. Don't have a lot of bullets left, though. Goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, see? Lots of leather in this place. So, we're just gonna get the leather and get the heck out of here. Uh-huh. There's something outside. Wandering horde. They don't see me? Nope, they see me. They see me. Let's use the crowbar. Come on. So... wow. Okay, so the crowbar, I have not actually updated. Ninja Loop, how's it going today, sir? What's going on? Not sure how much longer I can stream today. Kids are being incredibly noisy upstairs. I don't know. I'm slightly not feeling it today, so I don't know. It's a great day to be doing this. Yeah, down, boy. Down! Down! Probably should beat those ones. They could get up again. Yeah, so this is one of those ones where, like, it should be stuff. We're doing an arc swing, but it doesn't have that programmed in. We just don't just do the dang weapons correctly, the fun pimps. Okay, you. Ah. Yeah, because it's like they just work. The old method is they just work like guns. Curious that there's more armor. Okay. I think he's dead. Now he's dead. Oh. Okay. I need it. Craft. The volume, yeah, the volume's on. Good. I was wondering. So, take apart a bunch of these guys to get the leather we need, but you know, could be worth it. Get a forge pretty early on. I don't want to wake up any zombies. How much is that now? 13. Wouldn't mind like being able to do 2 more experiments. I think a lot more leather would be good. I almost feel like seems like a lot of leather. I feel like you could make a pretty big bellows out of one chair alone. Not let alone having to gather the leather from like a bunch of these chairs. You know? Oh well. Let's go for 3. 1. Oh, so that's 21. That's good. We're getting out of here. Though, let's have a kitchen. Kitchen would be nice. Search up some food. Well, not kitchen per se, but it's got some food here. Yeah. Actually a pipe in there. Nice. Crap. I woke him up. Okay, got him. And Phoenix, how are you today? Okay, some burgers. Oh man, no food anywhere. Okay. Oh, what is it? Just a box? That's a shamway. I guess that's worth checking out. You have to go all the way around to make it happen. There's a bunch of them outside. Yep. Out apart. We can do this from either side, really. It's... Sure. Speaker or something. Getting this one. I think normally I just break it apart, but guess this is a good way to get in. For kind of problems. Okay. Aim for their heads. Yeah. Well, if I were to play other games, guys, what do you want me to play? I'm kind of curious about some of this. Time you guys get through. Because I think I might need a side game from 7 Days to Die. Just sort of feeling that way lately. Repair. Okay. Grab some of that real quick. This stuff. Bullets. Hey, well, the bullets are good. Load. A bunch of the zombies must have came around me? I don't know. We'll see. Come on, give me some actual food. No. No. Vinegar. This is a chem station or something? Or a chem wall. Medical pile. Yeah. May as well grab that extra bit of leather. We do have a couple of these. So... I don't know. We're just gonna leave this. Try to get our forge working. Go around. I like that they actually painted the tops of those. I don't know, I've never noticed it before. Okay, so our bed. That way. Oh, I should check to see what it takes to make those rubber blocks. Where did I see that? We get polymers? And then we should be able to make rubber blocks out of these. Right? Polymers, recipes. I've added those in. Rubber. Maybe I haven't. Interesting. I'm gonna have to see, because I did add that in Alpha 17. I don't know why it's not loading it. It must be in possibly one of the other mods that I added, or maybe it's commented out for some reason. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. But I guess I guess I'm playing this right now, because I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna be doing here. Up. In. Round. Go. Up. Oh man, oh, don't fall down there. What a... Oh, because that'll just make the zombies here better. Yeah. Boy, what a convoluted path just to get up here. Maybe what I should do is put a better ladder or something. Okay, well, let's craft another one of these. I don't think we're gonna get enough notes though to actually do it, because we've run out of what? Rocks, stone. So yeah, we need a couple of those and some free duct tape. Yeah, there's definitely a different way to play. Like, it changes so much up. The tape. There we go. And 3 stone. Like stone hidden away somewhere? Maybe? Don't have any nails, or not many nails. Make a... I guess I do have a lot of nails. Okay, recipe. Ladder. How many can I make? 15? Like a lot, but... Repair you. I want a faster way up here. Oh god. Ow. Because it just takes a long friggin' time. Big old stone right there. Yeah. So... chainsaw? We don't have any more gas, maybe? I don't know. Seems like a super active morning, guys. Almost this call it. Crowbar. Yeah. There we go. This is a good source of stone. Wait for all these ladders. Now what I'm kind of thinking is to just sort of bypass some section of the base here. Zombies can get up to the 2nd floor, but not up to the 3rd floor. So maybe it might be good to, I'm not sure, there's gotta be a place there that's really good for doing this. These stones are so, like, such a good source. It's kind of pretty nuts how you just get them out of this bunch of pallets. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to see other people play this because it's so different in its progression. But I don't know if it's too early to let loose or what. Special ways in there. Here. Oh wow, there's a ladder there. Okay, well, actually, probably just up here now on this ladder right here. Well, that's super easy. Okay, let's make another forge experiment. There we go, and that's the last one of those we can make. And try forging something. There. So that's going to take a couple finish. Probably by the time this one is done, the other one will get done. But yeah. In the meantime, and look at bringing in some of these entity classes over here. They're all the early ones, right? I'm going to take you and this guy in here as we wait. That way we have more interesting bad guys happening, and name equals this, back over there, that. There we go. So we've now added this guy to the list. And Wandering Horde stage, we'll add this guy as well. And then at some point, oh yeah, these are all the groups that I kind of want to make. I have like spy group, a light combat, fast ones, because I fight against me basically. People who play like me, so that, you know, we can attack because they're super fast. You know, they're going to be modified in such a way as to make it make sense. And yeah, so that should be good. Yeah, that's for later on. Save you guys, and then yeah, so I guess later on it'll be like businessman controlled scythe. I don't know why this guy's hand isn't actually working. Must be something I've done wrong. But because I know this one works. See, and then if we bring it over here, this would be like, I don't know, a light combat group, I guess. It'll be down here at some point and attack us. But I've got to add like these groups in and then call them and such. So it's quite the setup. Okay, anyhow, you have this experiment. Odds are good we're going to need both of them. So that one, this one is still kind of doing its thing. This one we've figured out already. And we get another. As happens. Science, sometimes you just don't figure anything out. Sometimes you do, though. So. Okay, guys, let me know down below if you guys are excited, if you guys want an early test version of this. I know Homeschool was saying he does. And I think everything is... Maybe what I might do is just make my Git repository for this public, or maybe I don't know, or maybe make a whitelist. I think public is probably just better, and then just not put it out on anything special other than my Patreon, or for anybody who like messages me, and then they just take a look at it. All right, let's see if we figured out anything this time around. We didn't. Yeah. Okay, so this is where like the difficulty. It's really too bad that PFP has it set so difficulty only affects zombie. Yeah, the zombies. Their version of progression and getting through a game is all about killing zombies, and that's about it. Whereas, part of a survival game could be about science and figuring things out, tinkering around and such, and that's sort of what the core of my mod now is. But it takes some time, and if you could just adjust some of these probabilities, like that one again. Yeah. So for example, like these ones here all have certain percentage chance. It's in the loot file, open file, loot.xml. Yeah, so you just take one of them here and there it is. There's a 0.6 probability of it being empty, so it's not 50-50. And then there's a bit of a chance whether you're actually going to find something or not. Wild Axeman! Hi, how's it going? I don't believe we've chatted yet. Unless you got a different alias or something. But anyhow, welcome. What's going on? What's new with you? Yeah, so basically, everything here is just set to, at the moment, to be about the same. Now, I could envision there being some sort of variable for this, which would then change the amount of easiness, essentially what it is, as to how easy researching things is. Now, I probably could put some sort of variable in a menu using Harmony, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Wookie Nookie has done it in Ravenhearst to add a number of different variables in there. So it could be possible to do something like that. We'll be putting in a faction or a function in that will allow normal head damage instead of extra head damage as a base. Me and the wife prefer base damage to all locations until you have unlocked special abilities. And Wild Axeman says, doing okay, never downloaded any mods, but it is interesting to see what people can do. Yeah. I think at this point, Ian, I have decided that that for my mod, I understand the idea of the difficulty thing, which you're kind of talking about there. Don't want to get these guys in here, but and I kind of wanted to keep this a secret, but whatever. You guys are special. You guys are special. Did I back here? You. Let's pause the zombie AI, maybe. DM. So like the general idea here that first you'd get, your normal Arlene's, and then you'd get easier, right? And then you'd get a bit of a combination between this girl and this one, which look identical but behave differently in that on their heads they have this special device, and that changes sort of ideally how they behave. And the faction that they belong to knows that zombies' heads are soft and squishy. So eventually what they do, by the way, this is spoiler alert, so eventually what they do is they get helmets of different varieties put on zombies so that they change. They do. So you can see the one is backing the heck away from us. It's got a different directive. Like it's supposed to be like, you know, a recon zombie. So for them, and so the idea is that, you know, you first spawn in and you might find a couple of zombies. Oh, see, I haven't actually changed the damage though for the helmet yet. I still got to do that, but so that it's, you know, you're just fighting the zombies, and hopefully you figure out within the first couple days that, oh hey, they do headshots, way to kill these guys. But then what's going to happen is you have to start figuring out other ways to kill them, because okay, good, they're all dead, because they, you know, at least the one faction is protecting their zombies, you know. Anyway, that's sort of the idea. Of course, though, if one were to go file, open, go to mods, and I've made it very modular. One could, in theory, take out, which one is it? How hard is this to see? Probably pretty friggin' hard. Take out some of these different ones here. This one is the one that has those special zombies. It's controlled. And then there is also, what did I call this mod? Headshots? Probably headshots. Headshots. Zombie headshots. You can take that one out, and that one changes everything. It just changes the damage modifiers. So you could just take that out and it would make them normal, which is also fine. In which case, the armor, if I was to keep playing with the idea of this other set of bad guys playing around in the background, they would have this, they'd probably just put on more armor, period, on the zombies so that it becomes more and more difficult for you to deal with them. Yeah, so that's basically those ideas. Actually adding all this stuff though is taking forever. It's partly, I think it's due to my life circumstances at the moment. I just don't have the time to do it. It's so friggin' busy. So that's the general gist of my vision, at least for this version of what I'm trying to achieve. We gotta get hiding. They'll see us, and then they'll come try to wreck my building. I want them to do. Okay, anyhow, characters getting wrecked. I see, and I also need to play a bit more so that I know how to strike the balance between progression in this, because progression is much different, right? Like, you don't get those little the tricks that, you know, game makers actually use. There's like, you know, essentially like Mario collecting coins, right? Mario collects a coin, you get the ding, and it sounds nice and makes your brain go, oh hey, I got a coin, yay. All this is stuff, you know, it's animal behavior 101, and it's fine. I mean, it makes people like a game because they think they are getting these rewards, and they do. Their brain genuinely feels like they're getting a small amount of dopamine released into their brain. You know, that's the rough neuroscience slash behavioral science of it. But what I've done is, you know, taken away a lot of that stuff, which is problematic, but, you know, I think it exposes the faults of 7 Days to Die and tries to fix them. Yeah. So, I don't know, that's sort of just my thoughts on it. But yeah, because everything you should learn by sort of doing slash, figuring by playing in a way that's engaging, I feel. So if you can actually build genuine engagement into the game, then, you're gonna have a better game, I think. But it's a problem, it's a hard problem if you don't just give players what they want and make little special happy noise rewards and such. Then you actually have to come up with actual mechanics for this. It's not so easy, so we'll see. What happened to your castle? That's in Ravenhearst. This is my mod. This is A Dred End. I'll probably have to turn this off anyway, so this is my mod here, not Ravenhearst. Which YouTube is making it really difficult to change icons recently. So it's like thumbnails, so it's pretty hard to update it. Though you're on Mixer, so yeah. So I'll probably play more of that one of these, in a day or two or something. So that's on my Ravenhearst playthrough. This is all me sort of modding and experimenting. So yeah, that sounds good. But I was praying it would be an option in-game setup for head damage to normal. Armored zombies sound extra cool and scary as for the extra toughness. Yeah, well, I mean, like, if you look at Ravenhearst, probably the kids are probably going to come down anything. But if you look at Ravenhearst, Wookiee has... See, mostly I just need more time or more programmers on my backside here, just to, like, on the back end is what I'm trying to say. On my ass, I guess, is another way, keeping me focused, getting me going, whatever you want to say. To actually, work on it. Or it's just going to take me time. I'm trying to, like... I'm taking a look at my time lately, and I'm realizing... I'm kind of thinking about doing a channel update, but I'm kind of realizing that I really maybe need to focus. So if you go to a new game here, you can see that a lot of these things actually are things that you can add and remove here, right? So like headshots only, on or off. Now when I add in SDX, I do believe headshot only is something that Sphere added, so its own Sphere core. So in theory, it could be turned off if I test it and check it and it works kind of how I want it to go, I would have it default on and then you turn it off, right? And then it would play more like normal. But I'm not exactly sure. I haven't had the chance to dig into this. I'd love to, but I just haven't really had the chance. Yeah, this is sort of what I figure you kind of you're thinking here. Either way, it does work, because the idea is that they get more armored. I do kind of like the idea of headshots myself, but on the other hand, it does make it easier if you're good at shooting zombies in the head. I don't know. Yeah. But what I do try to do, Ian, is I do try to keep a sort of a running tally of what people give me for feedback, and they're like, if I were to get 90% of people saying get rid of headshots, I'd be like, okay, I'll get rid of headshots, right? Because whilst I know I want the game to be something coming from me, on the other hand, I know that other people, if I shouldn't just create this just for me. I should create it for other people, right? I'm actually thinking about doing a different mod style future, but that's a whole different conversation. And so, yeah, maybe because I'm just chatting, I'll just go to this instead. Yeah, so that, I need to change that text a bit. It's wrong. Anyhow, yeah. Lots of modders and most gamers are nice, and I'm sure if you ask one or two of them for help and advice, they will offer help or even help you. Well, yeah, that's true. And for the game stage stuff, once I get to a certain point of having all my zombies created and everything else done, and this is different. We should have to make a second video of this and then splice it in so that you do one loop in this early stage of this castle and then one to see when it's actually finished. Looks so different when it actually got done. Anyhow, yeah, so that's sort of that. But yeah, Haida said that he'd help me do the game stage thing because he's got a program that just does it, and TFP obviously does it programmatically. So yeah, go from there. Good morning. Okay, so Wild Axeman, only headshot killing is okay, but Toes leg shot triple them. I've made it so that it takes a little more damage to the legs. Like yeah, take a quick look. Where that would be in file, open file. Mods, I know you guys can't see this yet. Headshots, there it is. And classes, so if we switch back over to game stream, this guy over here, you can see that we have upper body, lower body, and I hear you guys. Good morning, guys. There should be one that says legs, or maybe I've just left the legs as they are. Hi there. Oh, lower body. It's minus 0.2, so it's a little bit harder to kill them. But I recognize the fact that if you were to, I've done martial arts, and if the legs, if you targeted the knee at a side angle, it's actually pretty damaging. So, I realize that there are certain circumstances that are, really good for that kind of stuff, and yeah, no, it's another one of those mechanics that I wish were like in the game, that there was just better melee, but it's not. TFP is gone for guns, and that's it. Well, not it, but you can tell, like, when you play through the game, like, if you run from building, like, if you watch my, just 1 second, guys, I know it's really loud, I just want to get this last point out. Okay, so in my Indomitable series, I kind of wanted to prove the point that you can just run from building to building to building to building, and you just keep building your character, and that's sort of all you need to do. And it's just sort of an illusion of how the game is. It's just animal behaviorism again, and it trains you to do that. Gosh, they're loud, aren't they? Okay. Yeah, and so melee is on the side, and it's not as good as it could be, right? Like, you could actually, I mean, I've been recently, as I've been playing, targeting legs a lot more with little side swooshes, and then they fall down, and then I can hit their heads pretty easily. But there should be more ways to do stuff. There just isn't. Anyhow, I'm gonna end this. I'll just finish reading this stuff here and figure that out. Sorry Play, thank you for the follow. Woo! Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Okay, finish reading this chat, and then I'm gonna log off because it's gonna be too noisy. Sorry. Like legs, or like shooting legs makes them a horde of crawlers. Yeah, for sure. And if I can turn up the dismember chance, then it would work better. And I don't mind shooting in the legs. I think that's fine. I just think that there should be more options for critical damages and such. Yeah. So like shooting them in the legs should be kind of have an equivalent of also smashing them in the legs. Yeah, for sure. Got more noise here with 4 of the little ones. You have only two that are Walking around, yes, that's right. Well, that's kids for you. In vanilla, perked up strength and pummel Pete will make modded baseball bat really deadly. It's so true. It's so true. Sorry player, hello, how's it going? I'm about to end the stream, unfortunately, so you'll probably have to catch my more tomorrow. But yeah, melee is fine. Yeah, melee and guns are fine. Really enjoy your stream. Oh, well, thank you. You know, hopefully there'll be more of it. I'm trying to focus a bit more because I don't have a lot of time. I think before Alpha 19 comes out, plus just time with kids. Oh, so busy. Boy, they're loud, aren't they? Even though I've asked them a couple times to shush for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes is all I need. Anyhow, Ian says, good work so far. Hope you don't get too many issues. Yeah, it's just, I have a vision that's too big, and it's hard to get it done. So I just need to scale back, and I realize that. And it's I'll get what I can done in a small version. Bye. Tanya says. Didn't notice the time. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's just a weird time for you and mod and you know, streaming. Alright guys, so yeah, if you enjoyed this, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I do like to weigh people's input and change values, right? Because like there's even things I can do, right? Like the damage modifier to the head. It doesn't have to be 200 times damage. It could be 100% damage, or it could be, you know, I could add 10% damage, right? So it's not like, so headshots still count more, but it's not so extreme, right? There are little things to do that I can change as people. You know what? Just for Ian, I'm going to change it down a smidgen. Already. Anyway.
Sword.
That is quite the sword, sir.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a blue sword.
It's a blue sword. Don't slice me with it.
I think the second was it.
Well, yeah, you can slice Decepticons with it. Go for it. Okay. I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And, I don't know, let me know if you want Ravenhearst or if you want more modding stuff. Every second headshot, cut the head off. Yeah. Yeah, just naturally because it's a machete. Yeah, you're right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out. That's, yeah. Thank you all for being here.